Hello and welcome to tonight's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we've got a weird and wonderful puzzle to have a look at today by the terrifying IcyFruit. IcyFruit is responsible for actually, I think, 2 of the channel's absolute longest videos. So I've done battle with 2 puzzles by IcyFruit that have taken me sort of in the realm of 4 hours, longer than the extended edition of The Return of the King, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. But this puzzle, it's by the same constructor, but this has 3 stars out of 5 for difficulty, so it ought to be approachable. And perhaps some of the relative relaxation of IcyFruit's normally very strict standard of difficulty is because we've only got 2/3 of a Sudoku to fill in. This is a very strange looking grid. It's called Answers on a Postcard, which actually is a very British phrase. I don't know, to this day I do not know who IcyFruit is. Some of you have contested it must be Fistamafel reborn. I don't think so. But I don't know the identity of IcyFruit, but Answers on a Postcard makes me wonder whether it is somebody from the UK, because that's something that that they used to say on sort of 70s and 80s game shows a lot, I think. Or Blue Peter, maybe. I can't remember. Anyway, this is what we're going to have a look at in today's video, and hopefully I will be able to do it justice. Look, I snipped some comments before I turned on the webcam. And everyone's basically saying it's fantastic. Unusual. One of the most unusual IcyFruit's puzzles I've seen, says Playmaker, who's a brilliant solver. Snooker Fan is a brilliant solver. Quite incredible. What? George the Toad did it in 6... No. Hang on, let me just read that comment again. I'm amazed that had a solution with so few clues. 16 minutes later, I'm no longer amazed but fulfilled. that is a very impressive time. I mean, I don't think many people on the planet could finish an IcyFruit puzzle in 16 minutes, even if IcyFruit made it as easy as possible, because IcyFruit's brain operates on a bit of a different level. But anyway, so does George the Toad, by the sounds of it. George the Toad, I'm pretty sure, is responsible for our website. So George, thank you for all of the help you give us in that regard. Well, now I know how you can do it. You've obviously got a brain the size of a planet. Now, in terms of other news, do I have any other news to tell you about? Not really. Before we kick off today, I'll draw your attention to a couple of new apps that we have out. We've got this Sudoku Worms series, and this is a great way for us to showcase individual constructors' Sudoku puzzles, basically. So each pack costs $1 and is made exclusively by one constructor. So people like Marty Sears and James Sinclair, and the sort of picture I've been using has been Juggler. This is Juggler's Sudoku Worm, and you can see the idea is you sort of solve one and then it gives you a few digits for the next, etc. And the idea is that you finish all of the puzzles in the worm, hopefully, You rejoice. And IcyFruit, I don't know if IcyFruit watches the videos, but if IcyFruit, it does watch the video and would be interested in making Sudoku Worm for us, please get in touch, IcyFruit. We would absolutely love to do a Sudoku Worm of yours. So anyway, that's a humble petition to a great mind. Yeah, so check out those apps. I'll try and remember to put a link under the video. Other than that, please like, subscribe. You know the drill. It's something I talk about very occasionally, that my ambition for the channel, I believe there are 1 million people who would be very prepared to subscribe to a YouTube channel that showcases these incredible puzzles every day, as we have done for two videos a day since the start of the first COVID lockdown. And we just need yeah, so if I can get a gold plaque, wouldn't that be incredible? If Sudoku variants could get a gold plaque on YouTube. It feels a long time ago we earned our silver plaque. It's sitting over here right now, which you get a silver plaque for 100,000 subscribers. But to get 1 million, maybe we'll get it one day. But if you'd like to help us and you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We would be most grateful. It's completely free to subscribe to a YouTube channel, of course. It just helps teach the algorithm that people like puzzles, which I genuinely believe they do. And anyway, yeah, let's have a look at the rules of IcyFruit. It's not going to be normal Sudoku rules. It can't be, because you can't put the digits 1 to 9 in any of these columns. We've got to place a digit from 1 to 9 in each cell, such that there are no repeats in any row, column or box. Okay, so this column is just going to contain 6 different digits, but we won't know what they are, presumably. Hopefully we will by the end. Cells separated by a knight's move may not contain the same digit. Right, so we've got a knight's... Oh, I can't really do my normal knight's move thingy here, because normally I put it in the centre of the grid, which I can't do. So let's imagine that cell there is something. Now, if that was a chess knight, I mean, well, I'll do all the cells, but obviously some of these cells are not relevant, because these two could never have been the same digit as this because of straightforward Sudoku. But in theory, at least, this cell in the middle here could jump by a single chess knight's move to all of the cells I've... Let's make that different, actually, and make that green. So this green could jump to all of the indigo cells, and therefore none of the indigo cells could contain the green digit. That is what the rule is saying. Now, it says adjacent digits on a green line must differ by at least 5. So this is normal German whispers. So if this was a 1, this would have to be a 6, at least, because it has to be at least 5 different from the number 1. So it could be 6, 7, 8, or 9. And then a digit in a red cell indicates the position of its column number within its row. Now, I think that's normal so-called 159 rules, except this is very much... We've only got part of this column. It's weird. It's got an example. It says, if row 2, column 1 is a 3, then row 2, column 3 is a 1. Yeah, and so that is normal 159 rules. So in other words, the red digits in column 1 are indexing the 1 into its row. So if this was a 7, that would be saying write the digit 1 in the 7th column, which would be there. If this was a 4, it would be saying write the 1 there. So that's how it works for this series of cells. For this series of cells, it's going to be indexing the 5, because this is in the 5th column. So whatever digit, so if that's a 1, that would be saying write the 5 in this row into column 1. So you'd write the 5 there. If this was a 7, you would write it there, etc. So hopefully that's clear. I believe, I'm led to believe at least, that this rule set, this sort of pink indexing rule, really appeals to people who are good at computer programming. So, well, I think we are watched by quite a few people who are good at computers. So let me know if that's true. Anyway, do have a go. Let's see if we can get your answers in on a postcard. This is by IcyFruit. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. There is a secret. I mean, there are a couple of things I can tell you secret-wise about this puzzle. There is a secret to do with the red cells, and it's sort of an entropic secret in terms of, if you think about these 3 digits here, one of these digits is going to be from the set of digits 1, 2, 3, and that's because there is going to be a 1 in box 1 somewhere. Let's say it's there. Well, then this has to be a 3, doesn't it? I mean, so wherever the 1 is in this box is going to cause a 1, 2, or a 3. Oh, I've got a buzzing insect in my room, which sometimes happens. Now, there is going to be a 1 in here as well, isn't there? So that's going to correspond to a 4, 5, or 6 in one of these cells. And there's going to be a 1 in here, and that's going to correspond to a 7, 8, 9 in one of these cells. So one of these digits is going to be from 1, 2, 3, 1 from 4, 5, 6, 1 from 7, 8, 9. And the same will be true here, and the same will be true here. Now, I can see that, oh my goodness, why is it I always get the buzziest insects or a maverick flying either close to or in my room. Let's talk about this German whispers string here, because let's deal with some secrets about whispers. The first secret about a whisper line is you can never put 5 anywhere on it, because if you put 5 on it, the next digit is impossible, because it's got to be at least 5 different from 5, and if we go up we get to 10 or higher, if we go down we get to 0 or lower. So no 5s on these lines, and that means that we can classify any digit on a green line as either having the property of being below 5, 1, 2, 3 or 4, or above 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. I think the spider got it now, maybe. But the crucial thing to realise is that if this is lower than 5, this can't also be, the next digit can't also be lower than 5, because it's got to be at least 5 different. And the furthest those could be apart would be 4 and 1, which are only 3 different. So, good grief, I don't know if that's going to come through on the microphone, but it sounds like there's a insect war going on. Anyway, so yeah, if this is lower than 5, this will be higher than 5, and then this will be lower than 5 again, and then this will be higher than 5, and this will be lower than 5. So what's going to happen is that these 3 digits are all going to be of the same polarity. They're all either going to be lower than 5 or higher than 5. Now, what does that mean? That's awkward, isn't it? Because, yeah, imagine these were all higher than 5 for a moment. I'm thinking about these two, actually, in particular. Because what we've just said about entropy over here is relevant for these 2 digits. These cannot both be from the 789 set. Because if they were both from 789, that would be putting 2 5s into those cells, well, specifically into those cells. So, well, it's difficult, because if if these were all high, one of these would have to be, well, if these were all high, one of these would be a 6, therefore, in order to not put 2 5s into box, now I was going to call it box 9, into box 6. But it couldn't be this one, because if that's a 6, this would be double 1, wouldn't it? 6 on a whisper line can only be next to a 1. So this would be, this is really weird. So if these are all high, this is a 6 and this is a 5. But if these are all low, oopsie, it's going to be the other way round. Because these 2 digits, we can't put 2 5s into those cells, so one of these needs to be a 4. It can't be this one, because 4 is monogamous, and it can only partner up with 9. We can't put 2 9s there, so this would have to be 4, and that would be a 5. So, one of these 2 cells is a 5, and this digit, this exact digit here, is 4 or 6, depending on whether this sort of flashy shaped whisper is high, well, the central digits thereof, whether they're high or low. So if this was low, this would be a 1, 2 or 3, there would be a 5 over here. And if this was 7, 8, 9, there would be a 5 here. And then this one would be a sort of normally digit, wouldn't it? It would, if this was 4, this would be 1, 2, from 1, 2 and 3. This would be from 1, 2 and 3. So it would put another, yeah, okay, so you're either going to get 5s in that strip or 5s in that strip. There's a little point we could talk about there. So imagine these were all high, and then for these are 7, 8, 9s. That's plonking 5s into this pattern. Now, if you ever see this pattern in a Knight's Move Sudoku, sort of 5s in adjacent rows like this, or adjacent columns, one thing you know for sure is that one of those must be a 5. And the reason is, let's imagine that wasn't the case. Let's imagine neither of these was 5. You get this pattern of 5s, which is impossible in a knight's move Sudoku, because this 5 sees that 5 by Sudoku and that one by knight's move. So that won't work. So either there's a 5 in one of those, or there's a 5 in one of those. Now... And then, what do we know about that then? Is that going to be... Oh, I'm not sure. So if that's 6, that's 7, 8, 9. Does that have to be from the same? Are these all high? No, then of course they're not. Of course they're not. I'm being absolutely dense. Right. This is going to be tricky though. It's going to be, because I'm going to go on a big bifurcation. Because until I know, well, let me deal with the simple point. If these are all high, there is a 5 in one of these. Therefore, in terms of whether the polarity of this particular cell, is it a high digit, a 6, 7, 8 or 9? No, it's not. Because if it was 6, 7, 8 or 9, if it's 6, it's putting a 5 here, but we know that this, because these, we're saying if these are all the same polarity, the 6 here would put a 5 here. So that can't be 6. So it would be 7, 8 or 9 putting a 5 here, but we've just put a 5 there. So in fact, regardless of what the polarity of these 3 is, that is the opposite polarity. So what we can do is do that. Those green ones are the same polarity, and those purple ones are the same polarity. And that, oh, okay, and those purple ones all see one another. Yeah, oh, this is fascinating. Right. Ah, nearly. Well, what do I mean by the purple ones all see each other? Well, because there's a knight's move constraint in this puzzle. You know, this one sees that one in its own box and row, and that one by knight's move. This one sees both of these by knight's move. So these are 3 different digits. But also, imagine this was a 6 for a moment. I'm not sure actually. No. Ah, yeah. This is interesting. Okay, that cannot be. If that's a 6, that can't also be a 6. Because 6 is monogamous, remember. So imagine these were both the same. They would put 2 1s into those cells. That cannot be true. Similarly, if that's 4 and that's 4, that's going to put 2 9s into those cells. So we can't do that. So instead, right, so this digit, these are 3 different digits as well. So not only are the purples all different, these 3 greens are all different. So if this was 6, this would be a 7, 8, 9 triple. And it would be one of each. And if this is 4, this is a 1, 2, 3 triple, and it's one of each. And again, that's because if we just focus for a moment on these 3 cells and say which ones of these could repeat, well, obviously these can't repeat. They're in the same box of the Sudoku. These 2 can't repeat. They're in the same column. And those 2 can't repeat because they're a knight's move away from one another. So there's no possible repeat. So if this is 6, this is 7, 8, 9. If this is 4, this is 1, 2, 3. Now, this is difficult now. So, hang on. So what does that mean? If... I'm not sure. I can see these 2 purples can't be extreme. Because if they say this was 6... and neither of these could be 4, because these 2, well, these 2 or those 2 would be the same, because 4 can only go with 9. So if this is 6, these are from 1, 2, 3. Now, can that one be 4? Actually, that can't be 4 for a weird reason. Oh, there is something here. Right, this can't be 4, but because of the indexing rule, because it would put a 5 on a German whisper. If that's a 4, it's saying write 5 into that cell. So, but that is not symmetrical, is it? So if this was 4 and this was 6, that would be 1, but that would be 5, and that's not on a whisper. There's no reason, is there, that has to be extreme, though, because if that was... What does... No. We know that's not extreme, because we worked out that that one couldn't be the same as that one, because it would make those two the same. So that is a modest digit. I mean, it's either 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9. I'm only putting that in not because I know it's a stupid pencil mark, but I'm just trying to reinforce in my mind it's not this. It's not so middly as this one. And this digit is indexing the 5. And this digit, if this is 4, this is low, and there's a 5 over here. So oh, I've got it. Oh, this is beautiful. Actually, this is absolute. I'm about to show you something now that will blow your mind. This is so beautiful. Right. The whole point is nothing I've done. The whole point is that cell. That's the trick. That digit is purple. And what's more, oh, this is it. This is so it. If that's purple, and therefore this is the extreme purple. It's 4. When I say extreme, I mean it's 4 or 6, and that's going to disambiguate. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous puzzle. Right. This is purple, and that. Okay, the way I'm seeing that is the following. Green has some polarity. Let's just imagine it's low for a moment. If green is low, this digit is low. And what's that doing to the 5? It's putting a 5 over here in one of those cells. And therefore, by Sudoku, the 5 in this row is going to be over here, isn't it? Which means this digit is what? It means this digit is 7, 8, or 9. Now, if it's 7, 8, if this was low, if green was low and this is 7, 8, or 9, what colour is it? Purple. And that logic is symmetrical. If this was 6, this is high, so that's going to plonk a 5 over here, and then the 5 in this row is going to be over here, and this is going to be low, so it's still purple. Now look at this pattern of purplification. And the crucial thing is, all of those digits see each other. So the trick that I was doing there, I noticed these all saw each other, but actually this one sees those two in its box, that one in its column. This one sees that one by the knight's move. This one sees that one by the knight's move. These all see each other. So this selection of digits here is either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what I want to focus on therefore is where in that panoply we're going to put the most difficult digit from a whisper's perspective, which is the 4 or the 6. Okay, now crucially, can we put it? We clearly can't put it there. Because imagine this was 4 or 6. That's making both of those squares the same digit. Because 4 and 6 only partner one digit. They only have one adjacent neighbour that's possible on a whispers line. 4 can only go next to 9, so 2 9s. 6 can only go next to 1, so 2 1s. That doesn't work. Same is true here. It would make these two digits the same. So, could this be 4 or 6? No, because this one indexes, and it's going to put a 5 here or here. That won't work because there's already a 5 in this box. So the only one of the purples that could be the difficult digit is that one. And this is sick. This is so clever because now this digit is plonking an extreme digit, a 1 or a 9, into this cell. But don't forget, this cell is also indexing the 5. So imagine this was 4. It's trying to do too many things at once. It can't fulfill both its requirements because it would be simultaneously saying write 9 on the whisper, but it also write 5 into column 4. That's the same cell. It cannot do both. So this must be 6. And that plonks the 5 here. It plonks the 1 here. These are now 7, 8, 9. This is 4, which must go next to 9. These have to be 2 and 3. They both see 1 and 4. This cannot now be 7, because one of these is a 3, and 3 and 7 are too close to each other, only 4 apart. So this is 8. Good grief, there's some sort of siren going off. They're coming to get me. So now, okay, this is a 7. Oh look, yeah. So now we can do that. That's 5. Let's now employ the our right to use these as indexes of 5s. So there's a 5 in. Oh, that's it. This is so ridiculous because now 5 by Sudoku, it can't be here by the knight's move. But this is a 2 or a 3, so the 5's meant to be in one of those squares, so it's got to be here. And this one is 3. So this one is 2, and the 5 is there. So we get a little run of 5s, and there's a 5. Oh, and I've only got 6, but I've got all the 5s in the puzzle. That is just so. Oh, and that's got to be a 9, because it's got to index that. So I've done all this. This is beautiful, isn't it? It is absolutely beautiful. Oh, I tell you what. Yeah. I was just thinking I've got to keep on track, or keep track of the opportunities to use knight's moves and actually just basic Sudoku. This is a 1, which is indexed by one of those. So that's got to be a 4. Sorry, I'm pausing because I don't know what that's doing. I think it's probably doing something profound. It's okay, so something here. It must be these, mustn't it? Sorry if this is obvious. It might be obvious. Oh no, I thought I'd seen something. 4 in box 2 is in one of those cells because of this 4. So 4 is in one of those cells. The fact these are 1s doesn't make any difference because we don't have any indexing rights over here. Right, so if this was indexing a 1 in its row that was in one of those cells, this would be 1 or 3. But if it's indexing a 1 over here, it would be 7, 8 or 9. The same as... see, I think this might be being excessive. So it's either 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8 into this cell. Oh, not 2, because that would put a 1 here, which would be a knight's move away from itself. So 6 is... see, that's really weird. So 6 is placed in box 1 now. Neither of these can be a 6, and that 6 sees those and those by the knight's move, so that's a 6, which means 6 is in one of those two cells. Now, so 1 is in one of those 4. Well, I think we already knew that. Sorry if this is obvious. It probably is obvious, actually. I could well believe that I'm being a bit dense here. I mean, I've done all the 5s. It's not 4, is it? 4. Oh, no, it is. Well, it's 4. In that box, I can place 4. Because that one sees that one, and that one sees that one. I mean, that's vicious. That is absolutely vicious. So 4 is in one of those two cells. Which, I feel like that must do something. Goodness me, I'm actually really stuck now. I think... I'm guessing, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I'm meant to look. And you can't really use the columns in the normal way. So I can't, for example, say, oh, I've got to put a 6 in this column, because I just don't. But I'm slightly discombobulated by the fact I've done so poorly with these cells. I don't quite understand what I've missed there, if I'm honest. Okay, so where do you think we look? I don't know. I mean, it's got to be something where we've got a few digits, doesn't it? If 1 was up here, that would be 7 or 8. 9? Oh, actually there are 2 9s. Okay, so maybe 9s are looking into this box in some way I'm not really perceiving them to be. No, I don't think they are. 9 is in one of 3 places, I think. No, okay, I don't think that's it. Oh no, if IcyFruit now bamboozles me, because I think this thing with the purple is so clever, isn't it? There's no way I can use this to get more digits, is there? Is there something? Oh, there is. 8. Where's 8 in this box? It's got to be there, because that sees that one by knight's move. That gives me a 4 as well. That knocks 4 out of that. So this, okay, this is a 4-6 pair. Okay, we might be back up and running now. Where? Oh, that's not 8. What are those 2 digits? 3 and 7. No, I don't want them to be... Well, that does knock 3 and 7 out of this combination. So in row 3 now, 1, 8, and 9 to place. That can only be 1 or 9. It sees 8 by the knight's move. Oh, we just need... Well, we probably need more than one more breakthrough, but let's keep trying to think about this. So... Oh, bobbins, I don't know. If this is 4, 6... Is that a useful thing to know? I don't know. Oh, I suppose that can't be 1 now. Because if that's 1, that's saying right 3 here, which I can't do anymore because of this. So this is 9. Ah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Yes, I see. This can't be 8 because that would be putting a 1 here. So this is 1. So 1 is in one of those 2, which seems to have to correspond with 7 to make that work. Okay, alright. So we are still up and running. We're in the game. We've got a 2-3 pair to put in the top row. And hopefully something will. That's not 9 anymore. These are 2, 3, and oh, where's 8 in box 1? It's got to be here. This is 2 or 3, and presumably we can do something good with that. I don't know what it is. 7 in box 4, is that? Nearly. I think it's got 2 positions. Oh, come on, I'm excited now. So this is 8 by Sudoku. And that probably... is that going to give me 8 down here? No, not quite. Maverick's about to fly over. That's simple enough. Right, this digit can't be a 3, because then I couldn't write 3 at all into box 1. So that's a 7, because of the knight's move constraint. That's weird. Oh, that 7 reaches down here. Okay, so I'm slowly but surely getting through it. 7 is over there now. It feels like I should be able to do something in that column, doesn't it? But I don't think this puzzle works that way. I might... oh... no. 1. I was thinking 1 in this box, but I don't think it's restricted. What about... I don't know. Okay, let's try row 2. 2, 3, 7, 9. 2, 3, 7, 9. Now what can we get rid of? 3 here gets rid of 3 from here. Actually, there's a 7 in one of those 3, isn't there? So that can't be 7. It would knock 7 out of all 3 of those cells. So this is right down to 2 or 9. That can't be 2 by knight's move. Or 9. Sees 9. So this is 3 or 7. Oh, I know there's going to be something obvious that people are shouting at me about. It's hard to know where else to look, really. What's going on? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to look at row 4, where I need 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so this square is restricted. 1, 2, 4. What? This is 2 or 6, I'm going to claim. Let's just pause and check whether that's being seen by a knight's move. Right, 1, 2, 4. Oh, it's not 6 or 7. Or 4. That's it. This digit sees everything virtually. It sees 4, 6, and 7. So it's 1 or 2. Please see something by... oh, come on. That must see something. Don't know. Alright, let's try these as well. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. And that's not 1. This digit can't be 2, because then you couldn't put 2 in this box. And for the same reason, it can't be 7. You wouldn't be able to put 7 in box 3. So that's 1, 4, or 6. That can't be 2. It sees 2 on the knight, or 4. It sees 4 on the knight's move. This is down to 6 or 7. Oh, my phone is buzzing. What about that one? Can we do anything clever with this one? Sees those 2 in the box above it. Oh no, come on. How does it work? If that's a 7, that would be a 7. Yeah, there's a sort of X-wing on 7s in those cells. But I think that's fine. Probably. Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, what else can it be? The thing is, we haven't got enough digits for it to be anything much more complicated. Yes, I don't think so. No, that's still nothing interesting on my phone. I haven't forgotten a rule, have I? These were all red, and they indexed. Have I done? I have done all the 5s, so I don't think I can use these any more than I have. Oh, something just happened on my computer screen there. I hope that video's still working, is it? I think it is. The timer's still going up, so probably it's okay. Is it... Do I have to colour 2s and 3s or something? Could that be possible? It's interesting to see that, oh, if this is a 2, this would be a 2. The only place for 2 then in row 4 is here. Is that a problem? 2 is in the bottom row, isn't it, actually? 2 is in one of those 2 cells. So perhaps that's relevant. I mean, there's weird points, like this can't be a 1, because it would knock 1 out of both of the... Oh, neither of those can be... Ah, hang on, 1. Is 1 restricted in box 6? I think it's got 4 possible positions, so the technical answer is no. Does something see one of these 4 6s? Does something see this cell? Right, the more I look at this, the more I'm convinced it's something very simple. I think I've just missed some knight's move trick, because there's not enough here otherwise. It must be... It must be something straightforward. I just need to see it. Where is it? 7s? No, I don't think it's 7s. It's not 5s. Could it be 4s? 4s are in those positions. But that 4 doesn't reach far enough, so I don't think it's 4s. 8s? Oh, nearly. 8 is only one of 2 cells in box 4. Oh, I see. There's an 8-9 pair in this box. I hadn't seen that at all. Those 2 cells are 8 and 9. Right, so maybe that's what I'm meant to have noticed. So these squares are... Yeah, where's the 3 in this box is the question that I didn't see, but now I have. And the answer is only there, and that's gorgeous, because now that's 3, that's 2, that's 3, that's 7. Please don't, please. Okay, that's 7 is the upshot of that. This is a 2-9 pair. That's now a 6. Okay, that's going to do it. 2, 1, 6 here, I think. 1. So 2, 6 pair in the bottom row. Hopefully some... Oh, that 6 is what reaches in and sorts that out. Okay. So it was just me being a bit of a doofus, but never mind. Never mind. At least I think I'm going to get this one out, which I'm delighted about. 2, 3, 8, 9 into these squares. Let's fully pencil mark and see what we can do. That can't be 2 or 8 because of these. That certainly can't be 8 or 3. So this is 2 or 9. Can it really be both of those things? I don't know. Okay, in the bottom row, 1, 8, 9. Oh, there's only one place for 1, and that's there. So this is 8 or 9. And something must sort this out. But what is it? That 3 is useful. So that's 9, that's 8, that's 8, that's 9, that's 2, that's 9, that's 2, and that should be... Oh, no, careful. Let's be careful, Simon. That should be 3. And that might be how to solve it. Let's see. Yes, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. IcyFruit, the moment of total glory in this puzzle is that diamond. That is so beautiful as a piece of construction, and forcing this cell to do two things at the same time, and it just couldn't handle it if it was low. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that was chef's kiss. Absolutely gorgeous. And then hopefully you all did a much better job on the Knight's Move part at the end than I did. But let me know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.